Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you decided to stop by and chat makeup with me because today we are going to talk about all of the new, upcoming and most recent beauty releases and what I really need. Now, if you are familiar with my channel, you know I've been doing these as new makeup releases, what do I really need? This is primarily going to be new makeup releases that are really needed in my life because truthfully, they're usually, I guess the ratio of what I really want compared to what I could do without is usually, I don't know, about 70-30, maybe 75-25, I don't know. So it's usually the majority that I'm really looking forward to, and I feel like I don't get as motivated talking about those things that just don't excite me. So if you're interested in seeing all of the things that have made my list, things that I have, let's start that again. Rewind, Bato. Okay, had a Selena moment. Anyways, sorry about that. So if you're interested in seeing all of the things that I have written down on my calendar that I am waiting for release dates, things that I've added to my Sephora Loves list in the last couple of days, then just keep on watching. Okay, you guys, I'm really not going to go in any particular order. The list of these is basically mixed as to what is already released, what is about to release. So you might find some things in this list that one, you didn't know the release date for, and now you will, or that you just didn't even know was releasing and might kind of pique your interest a little bit because, hey, I don't want to be the only one spending money on this stuff, okay? Misery loves company. Alright, you guys, let's go ahead and start off with the Morphe Jaclyn Hill 2 palette. Now, I was, day one that I saw the promo pic, I was snagged. I mean, I love, and those of you who know me, you know, I love vibrant, bold eyeshadows. I will pick a bold eyeshadow palette over a neutral palette any day of the week. Truthfully, it's what I love. And so, granted, I know there's been a whole lot of controversy surrounding Jaclyn Hill and releases and things like that. So I decluttered her first palette just because I wasn't reaching for it. It had more neutrals than anything, so I decluttered it on Poshmark. I do have her Vault. I know that one has mixed reviews. It is mixed quality, but I very much like the metallics or the, standout shades in those palettes, so I held on to those. Is it the best quality? No, and I will be the first to admit that. The lipsticks, I had purchased some. I threw them away when all of this blew up. And as far as the highlighters that she came out with, I am intrigued, but I have not bit the bullet to order those. So let's fast forward. Now we're at the Jaclyn Hill palette part 2, the, I guess, 35, is it 35 pan palette? Anyways, I'm I'm ready for it to come to Ulta. I have been waiting for it to come to Ulta. If I don't have to buy at the Morphe store or through Morphe, I won't. That's a story in itself. But let's just say that when you know what good customer service should be because you've been in quality control, then then you know what good customer service should be. And anyways, it was far from. So it's not like I'm against the brand or anything, but I do like to wait till they come to Ulta. So that being said, it's supposed to come to Ulta March 1st. I feel like that was a very long, drawn-out story about this first item, but it is supposed to come to Ulta March 1st, both online and in store. It is $39, but remember, with Morphe at Ulta, you can use the coupon, whether it be the $3.50 off or the 20%, whichever they have going on. That's already in my calendar. I am ready. If you hear sirens, they're passing by. We live up the road from the fire station, so that's that. Super excited. Okay, next up is the Colourpop and Sailor Moon collection. So by the time I am filming this, basically it's already been a couple of days since this launched, and I knew that this was something I really wanted. Now, granted, Sailor Moon was huge when I was growing up, and so it was a part of the pop culture, I guess you could say, of my childhood, but it never really drew me in enough to where I was a loyal fan of the series. That being said, it's not like I'm oblivious to who Sailor Moon is. Again, everyone knew who Sailor Moon was, and so yeah, that was big. So that being said, the palette and one of the blushes are what I really wanted. This collection included a palette, 2 blushes, and then 2 of their Glitterly Obsessed glitters, and then 2 lip bundles, which included an ultra blotted lip and then a lip gloss. So that being said, I wanted the palette and I wanted one of the blushes. Cat's Eye, I think it was called. I can't remember for sure. The peachier of the 2. And so I was able to get my hands on those 2. I don't know how, because if you are a fan and or if you tried to get that a couple of days ago, you know what chaos ensued. I feel like I had not seen more curse words on Instagram before than I saw in all of those comments on the Colourpop post that it was live, and then I think on Trend Mood too. People were livid because I guess it was going so fast, it was moving out of people's carts as they were trying to pay. Anyways, they are going to do a restock. I don't think we have a date for that yet, but as far as, you know, the palette and the blush, I really needed it. So yes, that has been purchased, and hopefully when it comes in, there's a lot of videos already up for the people that already received it in PR, so there may not even be a need for me, but I'm sure you'll see it surface like in a Shop My Stash or something along those lines. Okay, so next up, let's move on to Huda. You guys know I am a huge fan of the brand. There is rarely something that disappoints me when it comes to Huda Beauty. Everything from foundation, concealer, powder, eyeshadow, every lipstick, everything that she releases, I really, really enjoy. That being said, I think her matte lipsticks are really the only ones, and I mean the liquid lipsticks, that I typically don't buy because they're a little drying on me. However, you know the little mini 9-pan palettes. Let me grab one so that in case you haven't seen what they look like, you kind of know. Alright, so this is what I mean by her 9-pan palettes. So most people, you already probably know what this looks like, but I don't want to assume, and then there's that maybe 1 or 2 people out there who maybe haven't, you know, and that's, I want to be sure I'm covering all bases for you guys. So her 9-pan palettes are amazing. They look like minis. I think people assume that the shadows are minis. They are actually 9 full-size eyeshadow shades, but it's housed in a mini/compact type of packaging. This is what they look like. So you've got the 3 rows of 3, and this particular one is nude medium. And so this is her, or what she markets as her Obsessions palettes. There is a whole slew of shades. So kind of like Colourpop with their monochromatic palettes, Huda has something similar in that each palette will have like a theme, whether it be, so like the ruby is specific to reds and the emerald is specific to greens, and there's a purple one, and anyways, there are quite a few of them at this point, and you guys, she's releasing 3 more, so you can imagine like how my heart felt. I felt butterflies down to my soul to know that she was coming out with 3 more of these. They are pastel shades. So she's coming out with a pink, a lilac, and what looks to be a mint green. I will say, I was slightly disappointed when I saw that one of them's going to be a mint green because of the fact that Colourpop just released their Mint to Be palette a month or so ago. But hopefully they will be very different shades because I love everything mint. Pink is my very favorite color. Mint runs a very close second. So anyways, she is coming out with 3. I do plan to get all 3. I have a little bit of a gift card, so I'm like, all right, well, I could put that towards those and just pay a slight difference and get my hands on those, because I truly and honestly, whenever she's coming out with an eyeshadow palette, I do have to get that pretty much right away. It just, her palettes just speak to the very depths of my soul. Anyways, okay, let's move on. So next up is the KKW Mrs. West collection. I was very not opposed. I'm not a basics/neutrals kind of girl. Y'all know that. So the first time around, really, I was sucked in because of the packaging. I love that she and Kylie will do sometimes like pictures, especially the KKW beauty line. There'll be pictures on the boxes, and I very much like that. So these included like her wedding photos, and it looked so stunning. But I thought, I don't need it. So I'm a huge fan of her lipsticks. Huge fan of her lipsticks. I have one highlighter, and I very much enjoy it. So, in total side note, her lip liner's amazing. At Ulta for $12, incredible. Anyways, so total side note. Anyways, but it's sold out and I really never felt the need to buy it. Well, I got the email that she's re-releasing it. She's doing a restock about a year later. Must be her wedding anniversary time again or something. Anyways, so she is coming out again with each of the pieces as well as the full collection. And I've kind of gone back and forth. I did want to include it in this video because I feel like there's a good chance I will pick it up. But I'm not 100% because I don't know if I really want to pay that much for a very basic... I love everything except for what looks to be the eyeshadow. I don't need neutrals like that. So anyways, I am going back and forth because I'm like, do I need to pay that much money for literally the beautiful packaging? Probably not. And I think the blush is kind of small. I keep on going back and forth. So it may be down the road that you find out I never bought this collection, but I decided to put it in here because it's a very strong possibility. The set, for your information, comes with the 6-pan eyeshadow palette, a blush, a highlight, I believe a lip liner, a gloss, and a lipstick. The full collection, again, is $100 and it comes with the outer box with a wedding picture. If you buy the pieces individually, each piece has a different wedding picture, which is kind of nice, and I believe that was people's gripe the last go around is if you buy the whole collection as a set, you get just the one picture on the outer box, whereas if you buy the pieces individually, you get the different photos, which I think is kind of nice as well. So I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I might look into a few single pieces so that I cut that cost in half but still get the pretty packaging. I don't know, but that's releasing on February 27th for your information. The next product has already released, and you know what a fan I am of the Kylie is it called High Gloss? I think. I can't remember. Her gloss formula is my very favorite. My very favorite. It doesn't cause my lipstick to get all over my teeth. It gives me the wettest, poutiest, most luscious look on the lip. And I don't have very large lips, so I love when I find a gloss that can do that. And honestly, to that point, I had never found a gloss to do that. So that being said, Colourpop has come out with what they're calling the Luxe Lip Gloss. So you know they've got the Luxe lipstick. And the Luxe Lip Gloss looks very, very similar to the Kylie High Gloss. I think it's called High Gloss. It's a chubby little container or whatever you call it, the little container. And then the wand is very thick and chunky, and they're a stumpy little bottle. So, anyways, I'm highly, highly curious to see if they are a dupe. And so I really wanted to get my hands on the full set. The whole set of, I think, 8 glosses was $65, but they had like 30% off all their lip products. It was 40 something. But I was kind of like, you know what, I'm kind of tapped out for the month of February. I've bought a few things as far as makeup, and I'm trying not to be like, you know, with makeup and being broke. So anyways, that being said, I held off, but I am telling you this is strong on my list. And as soon as I place my next Colourpop order, I will likely purchase one. That way I don't invest in the whole set. I'm not spending the money on something I may not like. I'll get one individually. They are $8 and see how it compares to the Kylie gloss, because quite frankly, there is that difference in cost. And so that is a definite for me. Okay, the next product. You guys know what a fan I was and still am, but I don't use it as often, of the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. That primer is so incredible. I've gotten away from using primers here lately just because I really enjoy using a very rich, thick moisturizer underneath my foundation, and I have been using that or substituting that as my primer, and I've been loving the results. So that being said, I do love the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. Well, they are now coming out with the Tatcha Silk Canvas Liquid Primer. So what the description for this is, the Silk Canvas Protective Primer in a liquid formula, a weightless and oil-free liquid skincare primer that imparts a fresh satin finish. It's infused with 3 silk extracts, fibroin? I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know. I don't know how to say this stuff, you guys. Sericin? I don't know. And silk powder. That I can say. That shields skin from pollutants and makeup. It nourishes the skin, minimizes clogged pores, and helps makeup looks last longer. So that being said, it looks pretty amazing. And given that I was such a fan of the original one, I feel the need, you know, to try this out. What can I say? Sometimes it's just the curiosity in us makeup lovers that prompt us to purchase something. And that's what gets us into trouble for spending all this money. Okay, let's move on to the next product. So this is by Smashbox. I don't buy a lot of Smashbox. I'm not a huge fan of just the brand, I guess, in general. There's not a lot that I love to buy, you know, and I'm so sorry if you're a Smashbox, you know, like fan and it's one of your favorite brands and stuff. It's just, you know, something for everyone, and that just isn't for me. However, the primer water, I am a huge fan of. That is the one product that I consistently use, that I consistently enjoy, and that I would repurchase in a heartbeat when I run out. Well, they are coming out with a new primer, and it is coming to Ulta. It's called the Photo Finish Vitamin Glow. Let's see, it's infused with, it says the Vitamin Glow is joining the Photo Finish primers. It's infused with vitamins B, C, and E to help brighten skin with a healthy, natural glow. The lightweight water gel formula refreshes and softens skin so makeup applies smoothly. It is going to be $39 and will be available at Ulta on February 29th. So I'm really excited about that. I don't think I will buy it day of, but it's definitely something that the next time Ulta has like 5 times the points or something, I will pick it up. So that's that. Okay, let's move on to something that has already released at Ulta. And it's funny because sometimes you don't even see product release notifications like by Trend Mood or what is it, Makeup News, or anyways, all these Instagram accounts. But it's funny, if you look through the what's new section at Sephora, you'll see that things dropped, and it's like, oh, okay. Well, Pat McGrath just released a new powder, and I had no idea this was coming out. It's the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Setting Powder. It's a brilliantly blendable, ultra weightless under eye setting powder that brightens and blurs for luminous, soft focus effects. It says this powder glides on effortlessly, creating a lightweight veil of protection with captivating, even-toned radiance. In targeted application, this lighter-than-air formulation visibly blurs fine lines and imperfections for an all-day flawless appearance. I don't know about you, but that description calls my name. I need a flawless appearance. It's $30. It does, I mean, because it's marketed as being under eye, you know, I assumed it was going to be smaller, but 0.14 ounces or 4.1 milliliters. That is pretty small. If you're used to, if you know the Jouer, is it Soft Focus? The little pressed Jouer powder, that one is, I think, 0.21, and this one's 0.14. So it definitely is smaller, but it's Pat McGrath. What can you do? So I already added that to my loves list. I definitely want to pick that up. All right, let's move on to another Huda product. So this has been on my loves list since before it released, and now I'm like, all right, I am going to buy it, but I might wait. We're getting so close now to the spring sale that I feel like I do want to wait a little bit on some things that I don't need tomorrow. But this is the Huda Wishful Yo Glow Facial Enzyme Scrub. Okay, here's the thing, you guys. It had been like in my loves list waiting to release. It released that day. There were like a ton of reviews already. I'm like, this just released? What? But again, it's all the folks who get it from Influencer and Octoly and stuff like that, which I get it. I'm not knocking that, especially if you receive from them. It's just that for me, I like to see reviews. I don't know what it is. I'm going to tell you, I don't know what it is. It's not in any way, shape, or form that, oh, other people got it for free and I didn't. No, I have no problem paying for the makeup I really want. But I think you get a more honest review from someone who paid their hard-earned money for it, because they're really going to tell you like it is. They're really going to tell you, and again, no offense if you do receive these free products and you do tell it like it is, but you know, we're all entitled to our, I guess, opinion, and I don't know, this is how I feel like it is. Someone who may have paid $40 for something, all right, well, they're going to tell me all the pros and cons, you know? But it's hard when I go through all the reviews and it's like, I got this for free, I got this for free, I got this for free, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can truly bank on that, you know? Anyways, so that being said, that was just a little side rant. I'm sorry, I felt the need to just kind of vent a little bit. It's a gentle yet powerful exfoliator infused with pineapple and papaya enzymes, BHAs and AHAs that leaves skin with a healthy glow. It's a 3-in-1 scrub that reveals smooth glowing skin. The unique combination of fruit enzymes, AHAs, BHAs, and soft exfoliants promise long-lasting results. So it is considered a clean at Sephora beauty product, and it is $39 for 3.38 ounces of product. I watched her YouTube video using this before it was released. Sorry, I'm sorry. I feel like today I'm getting so sidetracked with different things. Do you ever get like dog hair or something stuck up in your phone case that's just kind of sticking out and then you can't think or do anything else because it's bothering you? I'm sorry, that's why I was looking down. I was like, I have to get this dog hair out of here. Okay, I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, she did a YouTube video like doing a demo of the product, and I feel like it's going to be very much like the, is it Peter Thomas Roth? The one in the gray tube, and I still have some left, that kind of like your dead skin cells start, you know, you start seeing them, they kind of start rolling off. I think there's always that question of, is it really your dead skin cells or is that just the product pilling up? This is one of those products very, very similar to that. It's what I thought of. But given, again, that I truly enjoy Huda products, and I don't usually buy skincare from brands that primarily do makeup, I like to buy skincare from skincare brands. But we're going to try it out because I do pretty much love all things Huda. So let's see. Let me log back into my phone because I've got a couple other products here. So the other one is, the other product is nothing, pretty much not even new at this point anymore. It's the Bite Beauty Foundation. So I just need to tell you that last week, I think I was in store and I asked for a sample because I'm at a point where I really feel bad when I buy something, use it. I'm sorry I keep messing with my shirt. You'd think I would have just had coffee or a Coke or something. I feel so chatty. But this shirt keeps on moving. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I was at Sephora about a week ago, and I hate buying something and returning it used. I'm trying to be better about that. Not that I do it all the time, but the few times that I do it, I still feel bad, especially when you can get a sample and try it out and you're like, okay, that's really for me or not. So I got a sample of the Bite Beauty Foundation, and you guys, mind blown. Mind blown. I kept on putting the visor down in the car, and I told my husband, my skin looks so good, my foundation looks so good. He's like, what's that? What's foundation? Oh my goodness, that's how non-beauty knowledge my husband is. But my skin looked like porcelain, and I can 1000% say that in the times that I have tested out that foundation, no other foundation has compared. So, yeah. That is in my loves list at this point. I need that foundation in my life. So I've only got a couple products left. This other one is, again, something that I wouldn't have known. I don't even know what the brand is. I've never heard of it. But it is a hair product. And I typically don't buy high-end hair products because they truly are hit or miss for me. So I use Kopari, the coconut balm. That has been a staple for maybe the last 3 years at this point. It's pretty much I don't want to say the only high-end product I use, but consistently. I use Head & Shoulders as my shampoo. I want to try the Sol de Janeiro, but we'll wait for the sale. So I use Head & Shoulders and I use Pantene as my conditioner. It has been the pair of it has really worked the best for my hair. I have very thin, fine, stringy hair. Like you can even tell. I straightened it, but it's getting now to a length to where it's starting again to look stringy when I straighten it. But see, you can tell. Can I do another side note, please? If you have fine, stringy hair like me, and you have found a product that helps it look fuller and just more luscious, would you let me know? Help a sister out, please, because yeah. Anyways, stress will do that to you. So if you can do without stressing, I would highly, highly recommend it. Stress and then Fructis, if you use Fructis, it doesn't happen to everybody. I think it's just a reaction some people have, but I think it's kind of the same issue that Diva Curl's having right now, which I'm glad I don't use any of those products, but back in the day, I was still in high school, and I bought Fructis. It smelled so amazing. I was over the moon for that shampoo. My hair was falling out in wads, and ever since then, my hair hasn't been the same. And then stress added to that years later, and here's where we're at with that. But anyways, so I was talking about a high-end hair product before I went off on that. There's so much of that in this video. I'm sorry if you're new. I'm not usually like that. Anyways, so this is the Virtue Healing Oil. It's by this brand called Virtue. I've never heard of them before. It says it's an oil that smooths and protects dry, damaged hair, giving hair its healthiest shine one shake at a time. It's free of sulfates, SLS and SLES, parabens, formaldehydes, formaldehyde-releasing agents, phthalates, mineral oil. Apparently, it's like a super clean hair product. The Virtue Healing Oil is a lightweight serum that infuses hair with a dose of health and shine. Each nurturing drop is concentrated with Virtue's proprietary hair healing alpha keratin 60 KU plus 3 super oils and additive active vitamins. So I really want to try this out. It's $42, and I really do want to see if it's worth, you know, it's got almost 5 stars for reviews, but by people who by the looks of it, have bought this with their own money. All right, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by, for talking some makeup with me. Obviously had a lot of fun talking about makeup today. If you are new, I hope you'll consider subscribing. I loved to have you today, and I sure hope that I get to see you here again for future videos. If you are a regular, thank you so very much. I've told you before how much I appreciate you, and I just want to tell you again, I hope it doesn't go unnoticed. I love you, and I thank you. Before I let you go, I want to give you a very quick word of encouragement, a very quick verse of the day. If you're not interested in listening, you're more than welcome to click off. Thank you again for stopping by. But I hope you'll stick around for it, because I feel like as society, we need positivity and encouragement, and it's everything negative. And so if anything, just use it for encouragement. That's it. Nothing to shove down your throat. But today's comes from Isaiah 58:9, and it says, "Then when you call, the Lord will answer. Yes, I am here. He will quickly reply." I feel like when I give you all the verse, I kind of want to follow up with a, you know, just a word of encouragement, I guess. But, you know, if you are in a place of brokenness, of loneliness, you may be having the best day of your life. You may be having the worst day of your life. But it is my prayer that if you glean anything from my videos, that you would always keep in your heart or in your mind that no matter what you're going through, Jesus is always there for you. And what I mean by that is that I hope you'll call on him when you feel like that. If you're feeling like that now, he can give you a peace that nothing in this life can give you. This life can be very empty, can be very lonely. I think most, if not all of us, have gone through something that has allowed us to feel like that. It's not a good feeling. But I can honestly tell you that in my loneliest moments, I have just always felt my Savior. He's been my very best friend. And I just want to encourage you with that. I love each and every one of you, and I pray for you. And, you know, again, I love talking makeup with you. I hope to see you again in the next one. Take care and have a wonderful rest of your day, you guys. Bye.